Today I'm going to talk to you some more about confidence, this time about the goals you can set yourself to get you where you want to be in that, to be more confident. It's about finding different environments. Identify where it is that you lack confidence. Is it at home? Is it socially? Is it in meetings? Is it public speaking? Is it in work? As your manager, are you newly promoted, for example? That can deplete your confidence. Is it as a parent? There are lots of reasons, lots of ways that your confidence will change. That could be throughout the month, throughout the week, even day to day. Something can knock your confidence quite easily, and everything you prepared for weeks before, you have to take away again. One of the ways you can do that is to trigger. Use a trigger to build your confidence. When you feel good, when you remember a time, find yourself a trigger. It could be touching your ear, it could be rubbing your nose, it could be using your fingers, it could be wrists. Have you ever heard of the one where you pull the elastic band on your wrist as a reminder of not to eat things or to stop smoking? Those are the sort of things that you can do that will help you to remember to change your physical state, your emotional state. So when you start to feel confident, find yourself that trigger point and repeat it, but only when you feel the way you want to feel, because it will trigger all those doubts if it comes at that point until you get it established. So how could you do that? Pick your trigger. Find yourself a confident place when you're in the team meeting, you feel confident, you know everyone, you have things to share, and maybe that's where you start doing it. You can twiddle your ear before you start. Do the confident speech, talk about the briefings, ask the questions, answer confidently because you know your job, because you know the team, because you know the project you're working on. That's great. Again, a little twiddle on the ear, and you can build that confidence. You can then use that trigger in the meeting, maybe with the leadership team or the other department who you just can't get on with. There's always problems, always difficulties, and you feel uncomfortable every time you go in. Somebody shouts you down, somebody doesn't agree with you, somebody raises yet another problem that gets you down. It doesn't really matter. Before you go in, prepare yourself mentally. Acknowledge all those problems, all those possibilities, and then change it. Change your demeanour. Stand up straight. Put your shoulders back. Put your arms straight at your sides. Look ahead. Lift your head. Move. Change that state. Change that bodily function and that behaviour. And then instill that emotional state again. Change how you feel. You can do it. You have the power. You are the person who can make things happen. And that's not just telling you that because you can build confidence. It's a fact of life, a fact of being a human being. We are the secret. We have the power, personal power to change things, to change ourselves. We're the only people who can change ourselves. We're the only people who can influence our environment that meets our needs. You have no choice but to build that confidence in some way at some point, or you will miss out on opportunities and options, on a life you want to live. So again, what can you do? You can set goals. This week, I'm going to speak to 3 new people at the office, people I've never spoken to in those meetings, in the training courses, in that department that I struggle with. I'm going to go along and 3 times this week, maybe it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe it's Thursday when you're working with them all day, and it's going to be 1 in the morning, 1 at lunchtime, 1 in the afternoon. Doesn't really matter. Another goal, you could, for example, say, today or every day this week, I'm going to push my boundaries a little bit more. I'm going to talk to the shopkeeper. I'm going to speak to the bus driver. I'm going to have a conversation with the taxi driver. I'm going to ask the children more. I'm going to speak to their teachers, perhaps. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you set achievable, realistic goals. One of those goals is going to be that you're going to manage, overcome, accept, and live with that rise of anxiety. And it will come, and it will be there. But it will lessen too with each and every practice you do. If you set yourself 30 goals for 30 days, you will be a different person by the end of it. People will notice a difference, you will notice a difference.